Honey? Have you made it to the company yet?
I'm in the elevator. What's going on? You've seemed unusually excited and secretive all morning. What's the big surprise?
Why do you think I'm always up to something?
Because you've been humming while cooking breakfast and couldn't stop giggling. Plus, you only call me honey when you're planning something big. Come on, spill the beans.
Well, maybe or maybe not. But I have the most incredible news to share with you. Can you let me know when you're settled into your office?
Oh, come on, honey. I'm about to open the office door. Tell me now. I can't wait any longer. You've got me so curious.
It's something we've talked about endlessly, and I promise you'll be over the moon.
Really? Is it finally time to adopt that dog we've been dreaming about?
Oh, it's way better than that, my love. Are you ready for this?
Better? You have my undivided attention.
Absolutely. Reach into your bag. I left you a present there. And guess what? It's your birthday today, which makes it even more special. This will be the greatest birthday gift I've ever given you.
You've got me intrigued. Wait, what's this? The best birthday present is a stick?
No, you silly goose. That's a pregnancy test. Take a closer look.
There are 2 lines. 2 lines mean pregnant? Wait a minute, Teresa, are you trying to tell me that you're pregnant?
Yes, I'm pregnant. We're pregnant.
What? Pregnant? Are you serious?
Absolutely serious. We are going to have a baby.
How is that even possible?
I mean, I'm not a scientist, babe, but when a man...
No. I mean, how is this possible? I thought you were on the pill.
I was. Or I used to be. Maybe with all the recent workload I forgot to take the pill for a few days. But the pill isn't 100% effective, babe. You don't sound happy. I thought you wanted kids.
Yeah, eventually, but not right now. How could you be so selfish and let this happen? I have big contracts coming up, and I don't have time for kids.
Well, I can stay home and take care of them while you're at work. Besides, you're 29 years old and I'm 28. We've been together for 5 years, and I think it's the right time for us to have kids. How long are you going to wait? We should already be married by now, and I believe this is the right moment.
No, that's not the point. I don't want kids. Or at least, I don't want kids with you. Our relationship won't work out. But are you sure you're pregnant? Or is this just a faulty pregnancy test?
What? I've taken 5 pregnancy tests just to be sure before telling you, just in case you rejoice in vain. But things aren't going as I expected. And you think our relationship isn't going anywhere? How can you say that? Do you believe our 5 years together have been a joke? And now when I tell you I'm pregnant, your first instinct is to push me away?
It's not about the length of our relationship, Teresa. It's about the circumstances and timing. I never expected this, and I'm overwhelmed with everything that's at stake right now.
Overwhelmed? Well, try to imagine how I feel. I never anticipated this either, but I'm willing to face it head on. I thought we were in this together, no matter what challenges came our way.
It's not that simple. I have responsibilities, commitments, and a future to consider. How can I take on the responsibility of being a parent right now?
Only you have a future to consider about? We can figure it out, Jack. We can find a way to balance our lives and make it work. But it hurts me deeply to hear you speak like this. I thought you wanted a future with me, with a family of our own.
I do want a future, but on my own terms. I'm not ready for this, Teresa. It's overwhelming. And I can't simply ignore the impact it will have on my life and career.
So this is it? You're just gonna walk away? After all we've been through, you're ready to abandon me in this vulnerable moment?
I don't know what to do, Teresa. I need time to process everything. This news has shaken me to the core, and I can't make any hasty decisions.
I never expected you to react this way. I thought you'd be there for me, for us. I'm scared and alone in this, and now it feels like I'm losing you too.
I'm not saying I'm leaving, but I need time to think. I can't promise anything right now. Can you try to understand?
I don't know if I can. This was supposed to be a moment of joy, but it has turned into a nightmare. I never thought our love would be put to the test like this.
But you know that I don't even know if it's mine.
Are you kidding me? I haven't been intimate with anyone else but you. You know that better than anyone. Every day after I work, I go straight home to cook dinner for you. On evenings and weekends, I don't go out to have fun. I stay at home to clean up and be with you. So when could another man even approach me? Are you really going to deny your own child? And how dare you try to degrade my character? As if I'm some random woman who jumps from one man to another.
Look, I have to go. I need time to process this terrible news and figure out how to deal with this situation. And you know what? This is the worst birthday gift ever.
God, why are you doing this to me? Why? I don't understand. Hey, Jack. I have an appointment at the antenatal clinic today to check up on the baby. It's her first ultrasound, a milestone moment. I really want you to be here with me. Can't you make time for this? Jack, can't you please come to the antenatal clinic with me today?
How many times do I have to say it? I don't have time for this. My workload is piling up and you keep nagging me about something so insignificant.
Insignificant? This is our child, Jack. Why are you treating me like this, Jack? I've been trying to reach you all morning. I've left you voice messages and sent you many texts. You can't tell me that you didn't see them.
Listen, I don't have time for this. What do you want?
Is there someone else? Tell me the truth. Your behavior has changed so drastically. You've been acting so distant lately. You don't even text me when you're out. You don't want to spend time together. You don't hold my hand or talk to me like you used to. Instead, you're always angry and find fault in everything I do. And you're constantly busy, using it as an excuse. And you don't wear the couple ring anymore.
Hey, stop it. I'm working. Teresa, can't you understand that? You're just overreacting and looking for problems where there are none. Are you gonna pay my bills? Let me ask you something. What are you contributing to this relationship? Right now, you're just a burden. And about the ring, it must have accidentally fallen off while I was walking. I didn't even notice. It's not a big deal to lose a ring. Just buy a new one, okay?
But it's our ring, Jack. We promised to wear it always, but now you conveniently lost it? That's not a coincidence, and you know it. It was measured to fit your hand perfectly. Just a few days ago, you mentioned that your hand was feeling tight and you might need to get the ring repaired. So how could it accidentally fall off unless you took it off on purpose?
Stop making a big deal out of a stupid ring. It's just a piece of jewelry. Why do I have to explain myself? If I lose it, I'll have to spend money to buy it again. And since you're not the one earning money in this household, don't question me about anything.
It's not about the ring, Jack. It's about what it symbolizes. It represents our commitment and love for each other. Our relationship is falling apart, and you don't seem to care. Plus, I've been really sick, Jack. I'm constantly tired and nauseous. It's affecting my ability to work. Sometimes I can barely stand up.
Oh, okay. More excuses and a pity party. It's just plain trash, Teresa. You know what? That's just plain trash. Maybe you should have thought about all of this before getting pregnant. You've turned into a burden, Teresa. I'm drowning in my own responsibilities, and you're just adding to the weight on my shoulders.
How can you say that? I'm carrying your child. I'm pregnant, Jack. I'm pregnant. What am I going to do?
Listen carefully. You're going to the antenatal clinic soon, right? Maybe we should consider having an abortion. It's still early in the pregnancy, and it would bring back the happiness we had before. You can easily get rid of it without any harm to our health at this point.
What? What are you saying? You want me to terminate this baby? How could you even suggest that? There's no way I'm going to have an abortion.
But you're going to disrupt my life. I have so much going on right now.
Jack, there's nothing more precious than a human life. That is our child, and we need to protect and take responsibility for it. You can't put a price on a human life.
You just don't understand. I don't have strong feelings for you anymore.
Jack, what do you mean?
In the beginning, I really liked you, but now I just don't feel the same way. I don't love you anymore. I feel like being with you because it brings me a sense of peace.
Jack, you can't talk like that. You need to stop.
Well, maybe it's time to consider getting rid of it. This is the best solution for us, especially me. Think about it. Will a child born without their father's love ever be truly happy? They'll grow up resenting you for bringing them into this world.
Never! Our child will have my love, and I'll make sure she'll have a happy childhood. But why are you so insistent on abortion? Why would you get involved with someone you're not in love with? I can't create the baby on my own. You and I both created. Don't you understand the consequences? You need to be a responsible man and face your responsibilities.
I know. We both played a part in this. That's why I want it gone.
Jack, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Shut your mouth.
And besides, I hate to admit it, but there's someone else. I've been seeing another girl. She's younger, not interested in having kids. And to top it off, she's my boss's daughter. He likes me a lot, so he introduced us, and it seems like we fell in love at first sight. It just works out better for me.
How can you say that so casually? You're just going to leave me because I'm pregnant?
Look, no matter how intense you try to make this, it won't change a thing. I've made up my mind, and I'm not changing it.
I don't understand. How could your boss introduce his daughter to a married man or someone in a committed relationship? He clearly saw the ring on your finger. Did he want his daughter to become a homewrecker? What the hell is going on here?
Well, you guessed it right. When I go to work, I take off the ring and keep it in my pocket. And because of the nature of my job, I've never told anyone that I have a girlfriend. So he gave me a chance to be with that wonderful girl.
Nature of work? What kind of job requires employees to lie about being single? Are you kidding me?
You know I'm a car salesman, right? At work, I deal with many female customers. And they usually prefer buying cars from single, attractive, and funny men like me. So it's just a ring. I take it off. What's wrong with making a lot of money at once?
The more you talk, the more ridiculous it gets. What kind of a man leaves his pregnant girlfriend? What kind of man forces his girlfriend to get an abortion so he can freely pursue another woman without any responsibilities?
The kind of man who likes dating young, attractive women who aren't pregnant. The kind of man who wants a promotion, money, and a luxurious life.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You're willing to throw away our relationship, our love, and the life growing inside me just for your own selfish desires? How could you be so heartless?
Heartless? No, I'm being realistic. I have goals, ambitions, and a future to think about. I can't let a child ruin everything I've worked so hard for.
Ruin everything? This child is not just some inconvenience or burden. It's a part of us, part of our love. How can you be so blind to the beauty and miracle of bringing a life into this world?
Spare me the melodrama, Teresa. This is not about love or miracles. It's about practicality. I can't afford to be tied down with a child right now. I have big plans, and they don't include diapers and sleepless nights.
And what about my plans? What about my dreams and aspirations? You think I don't have goals too? This child is not just your responsibility. It's ours. We created it together, and we should face the consequences together.
Consequences? You make it sound like it's some sort of punishment. I never signed up for this. I never wanted to be a father, especially not with you.
How can you say that? After all these years, all the love we've shared, you're just willing to throw it all away because it's not convenient for you? I thought we were in this together, that we would support each other no matter what.
Well, you thought wrong. I've realized that I don't love you like I used to. I don't feel the same way anymore. This relationship has run its course, and this pregnancy is only reinforcing that fact.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. So all these promises, all those moments we shared, they meant nothing to you? You're just going to abandon me and our child because you're no longer interested?
Look, Teresa, life is not a fairy tale. People change. Feelings change. I can't force myself to be with someone I don't love anymore. It's better for both of us to move on.
Move on? How can I move on when I'm carrying a part of you inside me? How can I forget the love we had and the dreams we shared? You're breaking my heart, Jack, and it's not something I'll easily recover from. I can't believe how selfish you're being. You're gonna end up an old, miserable man with that attitude.
But at least I'll be rich. Look, I'm going to give you 2 options. Option 1, you abort this pregnancy, and we can go back to the good old days until I marry my boss's daughter. Then we can continue our relationship in secret. Or you can keep the pregnancy and pack up, get the hell out of my house, and never try to drag that child into my life asking for child support. We all know that option 1 is the best, right?
So this is the real face of the man I've been in love with for 5 years. It's despicable. What do you know? I choose the 3rd option.
What? A 3rd choice? What are you talking about?
I'm leaving, away from toxic people like you. I'd rather be both a mother and a father than let my child have a father like you. But remember, it's not you who's kicking me out. It's me who's kicking you out. And don't worry, I don't need your dirty money or your dirty tricks to make a living.
Whatever. But hey, you won't come to my office and mess up everything, right?
Oh, thank you for the suggestion. How could I have overlooked that option? Tell me, when is your store busiest? Morning or evening? And where does your girlfriend work? I'd love to drop by and say hello to her. And of course, assure her that I won't let our child interfere with your precious romantic relationship either.
What? No, Teresa, you can't do that. If you promise not to disrupt things and jeopardize my relationship or my job, I'll agree to pay child support, okay?
Are you scared now? Is the thought of your dirty little secrets being exposed making you tremble? Don't worry, it was just a joke. But it seems like it hit a nerve, didn't it? You thought you could manipulate and abandon me without any consequences. Well, guess what? I won't let you off the hook so easily.
You're insane. You can't just threaten to ruin my life and expect me to comply with your demands. I won't let you destroy everything I've worked for.
Destroy everything you've worked for? Oh, please, Jack. You're nothing, and you're not worth it for me to do that. That's a joke. Don't take it seriously.
You think you can just walk away and be the perfect mother? Don't make me laugh, Teresa. You're nothing without me. You'll struggle as a single mother, trying to provide for that child on your own. Good luck with that.
Don't you dare underestimate me, Jack. I may be hurt right now, but I'll never let that stop me from being a strong and capable mother. I'll give my child all the love and support they need, and I'll make sure they never have to witness the kind of selfishness and cruelty you've shown me.
Oh, please. You think you can replace me? You think you can give our child everything they need? You're delusional. You'll be alone, struggling, and I won't be there to pick up the pieces.
I don't need you, Jack. I don't need your false promises and empty love. I will find happiness and success on my own, and my child will grow up knowing their worth and surrounded by people who truly care. You may have given up on us, but I will never give up on myself or my child.
You're just a naive fool, Teresa. You have no idea what it takes to raise a child, to provide for them, and to give them a good life. But go ahead, chase your dreams and watch them crumble. I'll be the one laughing when reality hits you.
You think you're so superior, don't you? Well, let me tell you something, Jack. Love and happiness are not measured by material wealth or a man by your side. It's about the bonds we create, the strength we find within ourselves, and the sacrifices we're willing to make for the ones we love. I may not have it all figured out, but I will fight tooth and nail to ensure my child's happiness and well-being, even if it means doing it alone.
We'll see, Teresa. We'll see how long your determination lasts. When you realize the hardships of being a single mother, you'll regret ever standing up to me. But by then, it will be too late.
No, Jack. It's already too late for us. I won't let your toxic presence poison our lives any longer. I'm walking away. Not just from you, but from the negativity and heartache you bring. Our child deserves better, and I will make sure they have it. Goodbye, Jack.
Hey, Teresa. It's been a while since we last spoke. I hope you're doing well. I've been doing some soul searching, and I realize now that I made a huge mistake leaving you. I miss you, and I want to come back into your life. Can we talk?
Jack? Is that you? Why did you come to me all of a sudden?
Nothing much. I just want to know about your life and our baby. So tell me, is that baby a boy or a girl? What's his or her name? The baby is about 4 years old now, right?
I don't think it's a good idea to tell strangers about my baby. Why are you suddenly asking about the baby like that? Jack, it's been 5 years since you walked away from our relationship without any regard for me or our child.
I know I messed up, Teresa. I was selfish and blinded by my own desires back then. But I've changed. I've grown, and I want to make things right. Please, give me a chance to prove it to you.
Jack, you can't expect me to simply forget the pain and hardship we endured because of your actions. It wasn't just about you leaving, it was about the betrayal, the broken promises, and the damage you caused. It took me a long time to heal and rebuild our lives.
I understand that, Teresa, and I know I can't undo the past. But I want to make amends, to be there for you and our child. I want to be the partner and father I should have been all along.
I've had to navigate through the ups and downs of raising our child on my own. It hasn't been easy, but we built a life without you. I don't need you to come back and mess up my happy life with the baby.
Teresa, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I've come to realize that I want our child back in my life. I want to be a father and make up for the time I've missed. Can we discuss the possibility of me having a role in our child's life?
Jack, I may understand that you may have had a change of heart, but it's not that simple. Our child has grown up without you, and I've been their sole caregiver all those years. They have become accustomed to our family dynamic, and introducing such a significant change would disrupt their stability.
But, Teresa, I regret not being there for our child. I want to make things right. They deserve to have both parents in their life. I'm ready to take on my responsibilities and provide the support they need.
Jack, I've made a lot of sacrifices and worked hard to create a stable and nurturing environment for our child. It wouldn't be fair to disrupt that based solely on your desire to be involved now. The decision I've made were in their best interests, and I need to continue putting their well-being first.
But Teresa, the baby is my child too. I have rights as a parent, especially now that I don't have a chance to have any more children.
Can't have any more children? What do you mean?
A terrible accident happened to me 2 years ago. That day, I went with a customer to test drive a car. Everything was fine until she drove to the fork but didn't slow down or stop to watch. The last image that remains in my head is a truck coming towards me. When I woke up, I was in the hospital, and my legs...
What happened to your legs?
My legs have stopped moving. I have become completely disabled and will be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of my life. My wife, she's someone who doesn't want to have children, so even though we've been married for 3 years, we still don't have a baby. And after she found out I was useless, she left me to be with a younger man. I've been living alone for over a year now. So now I want my baby back, so someone can take care of me.
Don't you see how selfish you're being, Jack? You can't use my child as a means to fulfill your own needs. They are not responsible for taking care of you. You're using your disability as an excuse to manipulate and guilt-trip me into giving you what you want. Well, I won't stand for it.
Teresa, please try to understand. I never wanted to burden our child. I just thought...
Thought what? That our child would be better off taking care of a self-pitying, selfish father instead of living their own life? Do you even realize how unfair and twisted your thinking is?
You can't deny me my rights as a father, Teresa. I may have made mistakes in the past, but I refuse to be sidelined and treated as if I don't matter. That child is just as much mine as they are yours.
Don't you dare play the victim, Jack. You think that just because you had a change of heart, everything will magically be okay? Well, it doesn't work like that. You abandoned us when we needed you the most. You left me to bear the toughness of raising a child, alone.
I understand that I messed up, Teresa. I know I can never erase the pain I caused, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it right. I want to be there for our child, to provide for them, to be the father they deserve.
You think it's that simple? You think you can just waltz back into our lives and pretend like nothing happened? Well, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way. You lost your chance to be a father when you walked away without a second thought.
You may think you have all the power, Teresa, but remember this. You can't keep our child from their own father forever. One day, they will learn the truth, and they will make their own judgment about who was there for them when it mattered. You're just a single mom.
Well, I need to make something clear. I'm not a single mom. The baby already has a father, and that person is not you. After you left and showed no interest in being part of our lives, I met a kind and caring man at work who has been there for us every step of the way. He stepped up and took on the role of a father, providing love, support, and stability to both me and the baby. We have built a life together, and he legally adopted our child. He is the one who has been there through the sleepless nights, the first steps, and all the milestones that you missed. He has proven himself to be a dedicated and loving father, and I couldn't ask for a better partner in raising our child.
No, you're just lying to me. Oh, come on. How convenient is it that you conveniently found someone to fill my shoes and claim to be the father? I can't believe you're making up such a story just to keep our child away from me.
Well, fairy tales sometimes do happen. We eventually got married, and he legally adopted our child to ensure stability and security for our family.
This is unbelievable. How could you replace me so easily? You know I'm the biological father, and I have rights.
Jack, I never intended to replace you, but you made a choice to walk away and showed no interest in being involved in our child's life. My priority has always been the well-being and happiness of our child, and that includes providing them with a loving and stable family environment. My husband has done exactly that, stepping up and fulfilling the responsibilities of a father.
I don't care about your husband or his so-called responsibilities. That child is my flesh and blood, and I won't let you keep them away from me. I'm begging you, Teresa, please reconsider. I'll do whatever it takes to prove myself, to show you that I can be the father our child deserves. Don't deny them the opportunity to have both biological parents in their life.
Jack, enough is enough! I have tried to be patient, but your refusal to accept the truth and your unfounded accusations have pushed me to my limit. I will not tolerate any more of your anger and disrespect.
Oh, look at you getting all angry now. Can't handle the truth, huh?
No, Jack, I can handle the truth. The truth is that you abandoned us. You chose to walk away and left me to take care of our child all by myself. I had to face the challenges and responsibilities on my own, and I found someone who has been there for us, who has loved and supported us unconditionally.
I don't believe a word you're saying. This is just your way of pushing me out of the picture. I won't let you erase me from my own child's life.
You don't get to question my integrity and the choices I've made for our child's well-being. The person I met, who became our child's legal father, has been more of a parent to them than you ever were. They have stepped up when you chose to step away. They have earned their place in our child's life.
This is outrageous. You expect me to believe that someone else is a better father to my child than I am?
Yes, I do. A father is not just someone who shares DNA. It is someone who is there, day in and day out, providing love, support, and stability. It is someone who embraces their responsibilities without hesitation. You had your chance, Jack, and you walked away. Now you have to face the consequences of your choices.
Fine, if that's how you want it, but don't think I'll give up easily. I'll fight for my rights as a father, and I'll make sure our child knows the truth.
You can fight all you want, but it won't change the fact that our child has a loving and stable family now. I will protect them from any unnecessary turmoil caused by your actions. So I'll say it one last time. Leave us alone and never bother my life again.
We'll see about that, Teresa. This is far from over.
I'm prepared for whatever comes, Jack. But know this, I will always prioritize our child's well-being and happiness above everything else. Goodbye, forever. Jack continued to fight for his rights as a father, but his efforts were met with disappointment. The court recognized the stability and love provided by Teresa's husband, who had legally adopted their child. Jack's claims and accusations fell on deaf ears as the court upheld the best interests of the child. Meanwhile, I focused on building a happy and fulfilling life for myself and my family. With the support of my loving husband, we created a nurturing environment where my children thrived. They shared countless joyful moments, creating precious memories that would last a lifetime. As the years went by, my family flourished, filled with love, laughter, and the bonds that come from shared experiences. Our child grew into a confident and compassionate individual, surrounded by a network of support and encouragement. Despite the initial challenges and heartbreak caused by Jack's absence, I found solace in knowing that I made the right choices for myself and my child. My family was stronger than ever, and the scars left by Jack's actions gradually faded into a distant memory. Jack, on the other hand, found himself consumed in bitterness and regret. The path he chose, driven by selfishness and neglect, led him to a life of loneliness and isolation. His attempts to reconnect with his child only pushed them further away. In the end, Jack realized the irreversible consequences of his actions. The choices he made in the past haunted him, serving as a painful reminder of what he had lost. With a heavy heart and the weight of his mistakes on his shoulders, he finally understood that his chance at happiness had slipped away. As my family continued to thrive, we embraced the joy and fulfillment that life had to offer. Our happy ending was a testament to resilience, love, and the unwavering determination of a mother who fought for her child's well-being.